right, we're on Quik-Pik number 2. You had a few minutes to work on the problems and trying to get this board where you can see it. And our first problem, I looked at it first and thought it was like the problem from yesterday, but it's not, is it? The equal sign isn't in the middle of the problem. The equal sign is at the end of the problem. So we have to solve all of this. So we're going to start with 6, take away 2. If you start on 6 and count back 2, 6, 5, 4, you get 4, right? But we're not done yet because we haven't added 6. So now we need to do 4 plus 6. What is 4 plus 6? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. Your answer should have been D. Okay. Let's try one more like that. Okay, here we have 5, take away 2, plus 3. So we do this part first. 5, take away 2, 5, 4, 3. And then we have to do 3 plus 3 equals, that's a double pack, 6. All right, the second one says, which answer choices, and it says choices, so we're going to have more than one, shows the expanded notation form of the number below. Well, goodness, we have not done expanded notation yet, have we? All right, so you have a number, 385. And your choices were 300 plus 80 plus 5, 800 plus 30 plus 5, 3,000 plus 800 plus 50, 300 plus 70 plus 5, or he says 385 plus 80 plus 5. Okay, well, that's a whole bunch of numbers to be confused about, isn't it? Let's look at 385. We know that the 5 and the 1s is the little tiny, remember the little tiny blocks we used last year, the little foam green 1s blocks? If I asked you to give me 5 1s, right, you would do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the 1s place. So that's just 5. This is the 10s place. If I asked you to give me 8 10s, the long skinny 10s blocks, 8 of them, I'm going to draw them on here. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 10s blocks would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? So the 8 in the 10 spot is worth 80. Now, we haven't done a whole lot with hundreds blocks, but I know you've seen them on iReady, and I've shown them to you a couple times. So a hundreds block is a flat, big block like this, okay? We have 3 hundreds. So you would have 3 hundreds blocks if you were building this number with place value blocks. That would be 100, 200, 300. All right, so look what we have here. We have 300 plus 80 more in 10s plus 5 more in 1s. Do you see an answer that says 300 plus 80 plus 5? I do too. I see this one right here. Now this one started with 800. Do we have 8 in the hundreds place? No, that can't be right. This one wasn't even 100. This one was 1,000, and we don't even have anything in our thousands place. So this can't be right. This one started out pretty good. It had 300, which we have. But what did it have in the tens place? 70. And ours had 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So this one was wrong. And this one has the whole number in the hundreds place. It has the whole 385 in the hundreds place, and that doesn't work. This has to be hundreds. It has to be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, or 900 is all that can go in the hundreds place. So that one is wrong. So sometimes it helps to get rid of the answers that don't make sense to find the right answer. All right, now, number 3 said draw a line that is 3 inches long. So again, you have to find which side is inches. Inches is the side where the numbers are wider and farther apart. You're going to start at the 0 or at the end of the ruler, and you're going to go to the 3, just like that. Okay? Inches are and they're labeled on these rulers I bought for you this year, I think. But you need to know it anyway. Inches are the numbers that are farther apart. An inch is about that big. Centimeters are teeny tiny right next to each other. Real small, tiny, tiny. All right, Alfred measured the length of a box in feet. Each yard contains 3 feet. The length of the box was 9 feet. Oh my. If he measures the length of the box in yards, will he need more than 9 yards or less than 9 yards? Boy, that's got a bunch of parts to it. Okay. This, my friends, is a foot. Doesn't look like a foot, looks like a ruler. But 12 inches, which is what these rulers are, equals 1 foot. So if I drew a 12-inch line, that's 1 foot, okay? Now we're told that the length of his box was 3 feet. I can't fit 3 feet on here. My board's not long enough. You'd have to put 3 rulers next to each other. But that's 3 feet. It's just not next to each other. Imagine those. All next to each other. You know Miss Merrill's yardstick in the classroom, the big long silver yardstick? That is 3 feet long, 3 rulers long. That's called a yard. Okay, so all 3 of these lines together equals 1 yard. 3 feet equals 1 yard. So it says if he measures the length of the box in yards, will it be more? Oh, the length of the box, I'm sorry. The length of the box is 9 feet. We would have to have 9 rulers. That's a bunch, right? Or 3 big yardsticks. 9 feet is 3, oh my goodness, yardsticks. 3 yards. All right, so if he measures the length of the box in yards, will he need more than 9 yards or less than 9 yards? Well, I just told you that 9 feet is 3 yards. So if you measure it in yards, the yards are bigger, so you need less of them to measure the same thing. So he's only going to need 3 yards to measure the box. So he would need less than 9 yards. Wow, was that hard to explain without a yardstick and some space to show it to you? I don't like that one at all. I need to show it to you with yardstick. We need to go outside and draw out 9 feet, 3 yards, and figure it out. So when we get back to school, we're going to do some of these, okay? The answer to that one was less than 9 yards. The last one was another graph, and it asked you which answer choice shows the smallest. Yesterday was the greatest, today is the small, or Tuesday was the greatest, today is the smallest. Which answer choice shows the smallest number from the graph below? So you're looking for the smallest bar, and that would have been basketball, 123, which is answer D. So this was the same type of problem as yesterday. This was very similar to yesterday. This one tried to trick you and make you think it was like yesterday's. This one was something new to us, right? This one was crazy. And this one was the same as yesterday or Tuesdays. So we're going to see things over and over again so that hopefully with the explanations and examples and you trying them again and again, you're going to get better at them. We're also going to learn a lot of these things in our regular math.